practice game. There's no Martyrs Hall of Fame. Time defeats or takes its toll. And for all of us, every day really is the Super Bowl. So God bless you. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Now, I'm a Toastmaster, so I'm accustomed to working within time constraints. All right, the last one we got is certainly not the least, but she's the matriarch of this meeting. Her idea impulse is what started this circle. Her name is Santiago McNeil. She's also my wife, but that's not nearly all she is. She's an absolute dynamo by herself. She's the coach's coach. She's a publisher. She's an empowerment coach. She's a lot of things to a lot of people, and she's a lot of things to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start her clock for 2 minutes. Come on up, Lisa.
Yes. What she ain't going to do is worry about that clock.
Let's start the clock.
He can say 7 o'clock. I'm going to talk until I'm finished. I am Lisa Santiago McNeil, and I am the coach's coach. And you know how there are so many people who have gone through things in their lives that they thought might destroy them. They thought that they were not equipped to overcome it. They thought that they couldn't make their way out of that hole. They couldn't fill that void. But then one day they did. And when they did, they realized that if they just knew somebody like them back then, they could have gotten through it better. They could have gotten through it faster. They could have gotten through it quicker. And sometimes what that does is make them want to just help the other person that they see that looks like they used to look. I see myself in you. And I don't want you to have to sustain the same pressure for the same duration that I went through. So let me help you. And we say that over and over again. I see myself in you, and I don't want to see you have to take as long as it took for me to get through that. So let me help you. Yes. But what happens is they say that over and over and over and over again until they have filled their entire calendar with people that they just want to help because that's what they feel that God called them to do. And then they get the first disconnect notice. And then they get the second disconnect notice. And then they realize that they need some candles instead of the soap because their lights have been turned off and their phone has been turned off. But then they're beginning to wonder, but God, I'm just doing what you equipped me to do. So surely I should be able to let my gifts make room for me. You said it in your word. Well, oftentimes they haven't been taught the professional lesson that they needed. Yeah. They were taught the spiritual and ministerial lesson, and I heard your little clock.
Just make sure you heard.
But they haven't learned the professional lesson. So now they're one-sided in their ministry, and what they're doing is actually an abomination. Because your gift is supposed to make room for you. It is also supposed to leave a legacy unto your children's children. And if your legacy ain't even leaving one piece of money for you, it's not multiplying nowhere.
Come on. That's right.
So what I do is I help these heart-centered coaches, these people who have learned something and now want to teach something, to show them how to build a system with their ministry that will allow them to give the part away that their heart wants to give, but still earn the money that they deserve to earn so that they can have a well-rounded practice and serve the way that God intended for them.
That's naturally be spiritual.
Santiago McNeil.
He's way over your time. All right. Now, thank you guys again. We're willing to stay and talk as long as you like, but we're going to formally end the meeting now. Now, the way we end our meeting is we end it in prayer. Now, we invite you to the prayer circle. We do not want anyone to feel pressured into the prayer circle. You all have a right to worship however you choose or not choose, okay? But if you choose to be a part of our prayer circle, we're going to assemble right now. Come and hold hands. Figure out a way that we can all hold hands.